Dear friends, how are you? I hope you are best. Welcome to my channel. My content type is basic topic today about what is streaming media. I am completely fine about what is streaming media in this my content. But first of all, if you are new, so also please subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, and start my topic about streaming media. What is? I am completely fine about it. Please also subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, and also watch complete my videos. So I start. What is streaming media? Streaming media refer to multimedia delivered through a network for playback using a media player. Media is transferred in a stream of packets from a server to a client and is rendered in real time. This contrasts with file downloading, a process in which end user obtains an entire media file before consuming the content. Streaming is more commonly used for video on demand, streaming television, and music streaming services over the internet. While streaming is most commonly associated with multimedia from a remote server over the internet, it also includes offline multimedia between devices on a local area network, for example, using DLNA and a home server, or in a personal area network between two devices using Bluetooth, which uses radio waves rather than IP. Online streaming was initially popularized by Real Networks and Microsoft in the 1990s and has since grown to become the globally most popular method for consuming music and videos, with numerous competing subscription services being offered since the 2010s. Audio streaming, the wireless speakers often using Bluetooth, is another use that has become prevalent during the decade. Live streaming is the real-time delivery of content during production, much as live television broadcasts. जी बात साहब।
यार आपकी लाहौर में जैसे डॉक्टर बैठते हैं साथ क्लिनिक पे या गुजरात में बैठते हैं?
जी जी, वहाँ पे पैथोलॉजिस्ट बैठते हैं हमारे।
किधर मेरा
ये डॉक्टर बैठते हैं हमारी मेन लैब में,
मैं लैब दे
सियालकोट रोड पे।
हाँ
सर वहाँ पे डॉक्टर बैठते हैं साथ। वो फिर
एक्चुअली मैंने बॉडी की ना स्क्रीनिंग करा रही थी, तो वो उसके लिए ना डॉक्टर की प्रिस्क्रिप्शन के ऊपर ना टेस्ट लिखे होने चाहिए।
आपने वैसे जनरल टेस्ट करवाने कंप्लीट बॉडी के।
जनरल वीक कंप्लीट बॉडी के।
हाँ, तो वो तो हमारे वैसे भी पैकेज है, अगर आप यहाँ से देख
लेकिन
लो।
वो एक्चुअली पता क्या होता है,
जी
तो
जी।
मैंने वो क्लेम करना होता है ना,
अच्छा अच्छा।
तो उसके लिए मुझे प्रिस्क्रिप्शन चाहिए होगी साथ। ये
वही तो डॉक्टर की। वैसे आप पिक्चर ले जाए अगर आप वैसे डॉक्टर के से दिखाते हैं, ताकि वो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन आपको इंटेस्ट के मुताबिक बना दे। पिक्चर अगर आपने ले रही है टेस्ट की तो
वो तो डॉक्टर्स को वो पता होगा ना, वही मेरी ब्रांच आपकी वजह
हाँ,
से।
वो
अच्छा इसमें ये 15,000 का क्या है? अच्छा एक्चुअल 23 है, 15 का
हाँ
डिस्काउंटेड दे रहे हैं
35%। ये फुल बॉडी टेस्ट है।
इसमें। वो
विटामिन डी, थायराइड, हेपेटाइटिस बी सी के है,
एड्स की
HbA1c का भी है, HB सिंपल भी है, इन्फेक्शन का भी है, लिवर और किडनी के भी है।
ठीक है, विटामिन का भी है साथ।
जी, विटामिन डी का भी है और बोन्स का। यानी कंप्लीट बॉडी के जो जनरल टेस्ट होते हैं ना, वो सब इसमें है।
सब इसमें शामिल
जी।
चलिए वैसे ये साधारण डॉक्टर में कम लिखते हैं।
पता कर लें, आई थिंक इनका पैड होगा कोई अपना डॉक्टर है, वैसे लेकर ना पिक्चर वैसे ले लेना, तो ना इतना दूर अगर आपको जाना पड़े, यही से काम बंद है।
कार्ड्स पेमेंट हो जाएगी।
ऑनलाइन कर दीजिएगा, कोई इशू नहीं। So now we left out Real Network and Microsoft in the 1990s, with numerous competing subscription services being offered since in the 2010s. Audio streaming to wireless speakers, often using Bluetooth, is another use that has become prevalent during the decade. Live streaming is the real-time delivery of content during production, may much as live television broadcast content via television channels. Distinguishing delivery method from the media applies specifically to as most of the traditional media delivery systems are other inherently streaming, for example, radio, television, or inherently in non-streaming, for example, books and videotapes. Audio CDs, the term streaming media can apply to media other than video and audio, such as live cloud capturing, ticker tape, and real-time next, which are all considered streaming next. Etymology: the term drive manufactured by Data Electronics Inc. that were made to slowly ramp up and run for the entire track. Slower ramp times, lower drive cost streaming was applied in the early 1990s as a better description for video on demand and later live video on IP networks. It was first done by satellite network for video streaming and real network for audio streaming. Such video have previously has referred by the misnomer store and forward video and precursors. Beginning in 1881, Thetrophones enabled subscribers to listen to opera and their performances over telephone lines. This operated until 1932. The concept of media streaming eventually came to America. In the early 1990s and 1920s, George Owen Square was granted patents for a system for the transmission and distribution of signals over electrical lines, which was the technical basis for what later became Mosaic, a technology for streaming continuous music to commercial customers without the use of radio. The telephone music service or live jukebox service began in 1929 and continued until 1997. The clientele eventually included 120 bars and restaurants in the Pittsburgh area. Tavern consumer customer would deposit money in the jukebox, use a telephone on top and jukebox, and task the operator to play a song. The operator would find the record in the studio library of more than records, put it on turntable, and the music would be piped over the telephone line to play the uh, tavern. The music media began as 78s and 33s and 45s, played on the six turntables. They monitored CDs and tapes were incorporated in later years. The business had a succession of owners, and notably Bill Purse, his daughter Helen Ritzel, and finally Dottie White. The revenue stream for each quarter was split between 60% for the music service and 40% for the tavern owner, and this business model eventually became unsustainable due to city permits and the cost of setting up these telephones lines. History of development. Attempts to display media on computer data back to the earliest days of computing in the mid 20th century. However, little progress was made for several decades, primarily due to the high cost and limited capabilities of computer hardware. For the late 1980s through 90s, consumer grade personal computer became powerful enough to display various media. So, my dear friends, how are you? I hope you like this topic. If you like, also please subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, please. So now I am going to my new topic. Take care, Allah Hafiz. We will meet next new best topic. Take care, Allah Hafiz. Uh,